Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Salsabila. My student ID number is 059 and I am currently studying in 4B class of the Department of English Education study program at UIN Syarif Hidayatullah, Jakarta. On this occasion, I'm going to present about a book that I have read with title What Teachers Need to Know About Reading and Writing Difficulties by Peter Westwood. So, are you a teacher looking for practical research-based guidance on how to help struggling readers and writers in your classroom? Then, you will want to get your hands on this essential guide, What Teachers Need to Know About Reading and Writing Difficulties by literacy expert Peter Westwood. This concise yet comprehensive book explores the causes of literacy problems and provides specific classroom-tested strategies and interventions. Westwood draws on the latest international research to explain challenges like dyslexia, poor comprehension, and writing difficulties. You will learn how to identify at-risk students early and develop their phonological awareness. The book offers a balanced approach, combining explicit skills instruction with motivating activities. It provides a sample of proven comprehension techniques and multisensory spelling methods. With its evidence-based recommendations, this book is a go-to resource for both new and experienced teachers. Westwood addresses reading problems at both the word and text level. You will gain insights into effective interventions being used in countries like Australia and United States. Okay, so learning to read and write is one of the most important skills that students will acquire during their time in school. However, for a significant number of children, literacy does not come easily and they struggle to keep up with their peers. In today's world, with increasing academic demands, it is essential that teachers have a clear understanding of why some students experience difficulties in reading and writing, and know how to best support these at-risk learners. Dr. Peter Westwood's book, What Teachers Need to Know About Reading and Writing Difficulties, provide a comprehensive guide for both new and experienced educators. In this approachable yet evidence-based text, Westwood draws on a wealth of research from Australia, the United Kingdom, United States, and beyond to explore the complex issues surrounding literacy learning. He addresses topics such as the prevalence of literacy problems, their potential causes, and the importance of a balanced instructional approach. Also, the book offers valuable insights into specific difficulties like dyslexia, poor reading comprehension, and writing challenges. Westwood also explains the simple view of both reading and writing, highlighting the key cognitive processes involved. He examines why some students struggle at the word recognition level while others have issues comprehending text. For teachers, understanding the nature of these difficulties is imperative to providing the right support. Crucially, Westwood doesn't just identify and analyze literacy problems, he solves them. Full of practical, classroom-tested advice and strategies, this book is an essential guide for intervening and helping struggling students to succeed. Detailed explanations are provided for teachers' phonics, developing comprehension techniques, and employing multisensory spelling methods. So, furthermore, I will present a summary of each chapter of this book. Let's begin from the first chapter. Chapter 1 with title Current Issues in Literacy Learning and Teaching. In this first chapter from the book, introduce the important topics of the book, which is the literacy difficulties faced by many students. This chapter mentions the high number of students in various countries who experience literacy difficulties, such as Australia, the United Kingdom, the United States, and other OECD countries. based on various research data that shows the prevalence of literacy problems. Chapter 1 also describes the potential factors that cause literacy difficulties, including teaching methods, socioeconomic environment, gender, local language, and basic language skills. At the end of this chapter, the author also emphasized the importance of a balanced learning approach between explicit skills and meaningful activities to overcome students' literacy problems. Next, in Chapter 2, with title Reading Difficulties at Word Level. Chapter 2 of this book discusses reading difficulties that occur at the word level. It explains the cognitive processes involved in reading a word, namely analyzing the sounds that make up the word, or phonemic awareness, then grouping them into a single unit of meanings, which is phonics. And then this chapter also explains that students who lack phonological awareness will have difficulty in decoding the sounds in a word and thus experience obstacles in recognizing words. Therefore, this chapter provides an explanation of the importance of developing phonological awareness in students in order to overcome reading difficulties at the word recognition level. Next is Chapter 3 with title Reading Difficulties at Text Level. In this chapter, discuss reading difficulties that occur at the text comprehension level. This chapter explains the difference between students who are good at reading and students who are less good at reading comprehension. Students who are good at text comprehension will be able to summarize and connect important ideas in a text, while students who struggle are less able to do so. The chapter also explains the potential causes of reading comprehension difficulties, such as limited working memory capacity, the ability to connect ideas, and then limited reading strategies such as summarizing and questioning. Thus, this chapter helps teachers understand what obstacles students face in comprehending the text they read. Next to Chapter 4. Chapter 4 with title Interventions for Reading discuss effective literacy instruction, interventions to overcome students' literacy difficulties. This chapter explains that literacy should be taught explicitly through targeted learning of reading and writing skills and strategies. Some examples of strategies include teaching phonemes, spelling, new vocabulary, and teaching comprehension strategies such as summarizing and asking questions. Other interventions discussed are peer tutoring programmers and whole school interventions such as reading recovery. In this chapter, aims to provide practical guidance to teachers in designing appropriate literacy interventions for each student. And then next to Chapter 5. Chapter 5 with title Difficulties with Writing and Spelling discuss the difficulties faced by students in writing. This chapter explains that writing is a complex skill that involves high-level cognitive process. Some of the writing difficulties outlined include the inability to spell correctly, messy sentence structure, incorrect spelling and punctuation, and difficulty developing ideas in writing. The chapter also mentions potential causes of writing difficulties such as a weak phonological and graphic awareness and language skills. At the end of the chapter, the author a series of effective writing teaching strategies to identify and address these barriers. Next, last but not least, in Chapter 6 with title Improving Writing and Spelling, discuss about assessment and intervention for reading and writing difficulties. This chapter explains the importance of conducting appropriate and comprehensive assessments to identify the type and level of students' literacy difficulties. Various literacy measurement and assessment tools are mentioned, such as phonological ability tests, word reading quizzes, spelling and writing tests. Next, in this chapter also describes targeted intervention methods for specific types and groups of students, such as phoneme learning for dyslexic at-risk groups, and it concludes with a discussion of the importance of monitoring and evaluating the effectiveness of intervention based on the result of reassessment of students' competencies. Thus, in this chapter highlights the importance of diagnostic follow-up for the treatment of literacy difficulties. Okay, that's all a brief summary of each chapter of this book. Now I will mention about the advantages from this book. The book What Teachers Need to Know About Reading and Writing Difficulties offers numerous benefits that readers will get from reading the book, include gaining an in-depth understanding of the various difficulties students face in learning to read and write, such as dyslexia, inability to comprehend, and writing difficulties. And then dispelling myths about the causes of literacy difficulties and understanding the factors that influence them, such as teaching methods, family environment, and early language skills. Next benefits is develop the ability to recognize early symptoms of literacy difficulties in students and determine their need for help. And then receive practical guidance on proven teaching strategies that can be implemented in the classroom. Next, learning about learning about best practice literacy intervention programs in different parts of the world. From this book, we can also enrich our knowledge by integrating the latest research results into our daily teaching practice. And then from this book also we can improve ability to provide the right support for every student to succeed in literacy. In other words, this book is very useful for improving teachers' understanding and teaching skills in overcoming literacy difficulties. In summary, What Teachers Need to Know About Reading and Writing Difficulties by Peter Westwood is a must-have handbook for all practitioners striving to prevent literacy issues and boost learning outcomes. Accessible, solutions-focused, and grounded in research, it offers an invaluable toolkit to meet the needs of every student. So, if you are looking to help struggling students achieve literacy success, this book is a must-read. Pick up your copy of What Teachers Need to Know About Reading and Writing Difficulties, the definitive guide for any teacher striving to prevent problems and boost reading skills. Make literacy learning a reality for every student in your classroom. That's all from me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.